Okay, let's move on. This will be game 3 of Scarz versus Fav. For game 2, we skipped it because it was kind of just a generic Ivy game. But for game 2, just a quick recap. The point is still on Scarz' side, but if whoever gets the win here basically wins. If we tie, it's a win for Scarz. That's your TLDR. For now, we're going to be able to see Yami coming out for game 3. Yami is more of a game 3 hunter as of now, it does seem. We're going to go Soul Weaver on Arms Factory. It will be equipped with Trump Card Detention alongside with Blink. Meanwhile, the Survivor side though, a bit of a slow decoding team comp. You have 3 decoding debuffs with the Forward, with the Fire Investigator, with the Postman, with a Weeping Clown. But I would say, right, next season 4 Mings will have a really easy time when it comes to decoding. That 5% increase on the decoding speed is pretty darn nice as well. Let's just see here. For now, we're going to be able to see Soar at the factory, but as a factory postman, I would say, right, the only slight issue would be how much can we get off this? How much can we get off this? Because for Yami, right, he does know that as long as he plays around this area properly, he can't get the upper hand here against this Postman. But for Postman still, we're playing this relatively safe. If we can get out, that would be nice, but we need to take up all the web threads here that's being used by Yami as soon as possible. Just so, as you can see now as well, right, after this hit, there's nothing left for Yami to use. There's really nothing left for Yami to use. So for our Postman, really nice job. For the Forward, no, I don't think a Forward should be coming in this early. I will be honest with you. But that's a nice stun, I guess. But I still don't think it's a good idea. What if this is a warp, you know, what if it's a warp weaver? What if it's, you know, Excitement Weaver and then Forward gets hit and then half your ball is gone? That is still an issue we need to take into consideration. But it seems like for now, Yami will change targets. We're going to look for Fire Investigator here. We don't have as much web threads as we would like, but that's going to be immediate blink open. Ooh. That kind of did hurt as well because we just gave the movement speed letter to the Fire Investigator. And now we're on the run back to middle, yes. Can we maybe get some support from Weeping Clown? No, Weeping Clown should just drop the pallet. Yeah, I think dropping the pallet there would have been way easier. We're going to go back straight towards Factory, and that stun should be able to buy us a tiny bit more time, but still, 60 web stacks here on the Soul Weaver. Still an issue. The pallet there has been destroyed, and we might have to play around this pallet for quite a bit of time. Now, so for Soul Weaver, you had to consume quite a lot of web threads, right, just to play around this area. Oh, you're dead. Okay, just when I was about to finish. Just when I was about to finish. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I'm just going to roll back and explain to you why I said that. Because if you see here, Fire Investigator had an airbag. So all what Fire Investigator really had to do here is to put an airbag right when he vaulted in there so he can dash himself out. And there's nothing Soul Weaver can do. And like if Soul Weaver wants to play around from the other side, it's too costly. Not only does she only have 40 stacks of web thread right now, it's also that, you know, it's just not worth it. It's really just not worth it. For now, our Cypher machines are pretty fast, so it's still pretty much tie guaranteeable. Excuse me. It's still pretty much tie guaranteeable. But on a professional side, right? On a professional side, especially from Scarz survivors as well, it's not up to standard. It's really not up to standard here, especially from what we've seen from IGL2. That's going to be a spit cancel, and that's a media rescue. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Now all what we need to do is to get that Weeping Clown out. Weeping Clown needs to leave immediately. We're only down 1.5 ciphers. Postman might have to decode this 1.5. No, it's going to be GNK decoding the 1.5 cipher. Okay. A lot of this is going to depend on how Forward harasses, I'll be honest. A lot of this depends on how Forward harasses. We're going to have to pull a bit of a ball. We pull a lot of balls. Ooh. We have to sell here. No, you can't play around this anymore. This is not a joke anymore. You cannot play around this anymore. You can no. Ooh, that's bad. Okay, yeah, you cannot play around this anymore. You really cannot play around this anymore. The whole game just went the other way. But the good news is for Scarz. The good news is this Soul Weaver only has 2 web threads. We won't come in. Yeah, it's not worth it coming in really. You know what I'm worried about, right? Forward has 1 spit down. We cannot pull a ball here. That's what I was talking about. You can't pull a ball there. Aha! What are we doing? Yeah, is it tieable? I'm just thinking really hard right now. Is it tieable? I don't think it's tieable. I personally don't think it's tieable. Especially when Yami has 60 web threads right now and 4 basically has no items left on his hands. And basically no items to contain with it as well, aside from his fast vaulting speed. And Yami has 3 stacks. 3 stacks means your attack recovery is really fast. So the moment Sora even gets up here, yeah, the attack recovery is ready. There you go. There you go. Yeah, Ave Maria. Maria. I mean, if we're being pretty honest, right? Like from a professional standpoint, no. No, that was one too many mistake. That was one too many mistake. Mistake number 1 was that Ford had what did we have? Mistake number 1 was that Ford had wanted order and he ran in immediately without going to a safe spot. And then there goes down GNK. Ford might be able to contain here for a little bit because we do have... okay. No, it's fine. Ford wins. Ford wins here. Kind of. I hope. Ford wins here. Yeah, no, Ford doesn't win here anymore. There you go. Yeah, GG's. Down. Ooh, that hit over the window. Why does that... Well, that never hits over the window for me. GG's. GNK... Mice? No, he's not. Okay, 73%. Fair enough. With Flywheel, fair enough. Okay, let's congratulate formal elimination here then for Yami. Wow. I don't know how we brought that back, but we brought that back. Honestly, 3K was already good enough for Yami. 3K was really good for Yami because fast survivors can definitely guarantee the tie. We're going to depend a lot on Scarz as Hunter now for that 4-man elimination. That's what we are. That's currently what we are. And we're bleeding out. Okay, we're going to bleed out to guarantee the 4-man elimination. That's fair. That is really, really, really fair. We're going to try bleed out here as much as we can. Because where Yami knows himself, right? Oh, there you go. Yami knows themselves that... Yeah, there you go. Okay, GG's moving on. Okay. That went by pretty fast, but we're going to be able to see Miraike's Knight here once again. We did see him play Knight on this map the last time. It didn't really go that well. I wouldn't really like this map when playing Knight. This map is more or less suited for Opera. Well, Opera is dependable, but this map is more or less suited for Ivy. Ivy and maybe even Lizard. And Chip Hunters in general, because it's a relatively small map, but the palettes and the windows are a little bit annoying, but that's okay. But for Knight, it's really hard. Because not only is it a Knight counter, it's also a Knight counter team. Jeez. We were just missing the bird. The bird and the bees. And then there's no gun, but there's a bamboo, so the panda is nearby as well. Anyways, there goes Ento running straight towards the other side. We do see where Embalmer is as well, but that doesn't really matter here for Embalmer. Embalmer's a nice flywheel. Embalmer's a guaranteed tie character anyway, so that doesn't matter. For Felix, as of now, his main priority is the moment Knight actually chose to harpoon out, we vault. We vault and go. We just run for it. Right, we just run for it. It doesn't matter whether or not Knight has knee-jerk grief. Knight does have harpoon speed boost or not. You just run. You really, really, really just run here. Hey, that's a blink open for... I don't think you should. I don't think Miraike should have done that. That just means Felix has whole control of how he wants to play this now. Yeah, I don't like the way... Wait a second, is this possible? Could be possible. Okay, never mind. I thought Felix was able to make it towards the other side, but never mind. He's a bit too slow. I feel like even going to middle would have been better there as well, but for now, I guess we'll just take it at face value. Because if you think about it, right, if he went to... Oops. I hit the mic. If he went to middle, there's a huge chance. There's a big chance where he could have dropped the pallet down. Ooh, didn't get the pallet. Okay, fair enough. There's a big chance that he could have dropped the pallet down, right? And when he has dropped the pallet down, now he needs to throw the harpoon back and basically break the pallet to get anything out of that containment or that chase. But for now, it seems like this rebound kite is really good. But the only issue with the rebound kite is Ento was just forced out quite a lot. So yeah, there goes down Felix as well, because he was kind of forcing that area. You know, it doesn't matter. You know, if we were Fav right now, we just sell. This man doesn't exist no more. We just sell. Even for Wilding, what I would probably say is just don't rescue. Right, even for Wilding, what I would probably say is you can go towards a chair, yes, but you don't necessarily need to rescue. Because even for Naiad right here, the moment she throws back her harpoon, you don't move faster than the Naiad. So, as long as the other two survivors out there just decode, it's fine. They're not missing that much ciphers. If you see the cipher machine decode in progress, 146, 162. I would have just, yeah, I would just sell. I would really just sell here. Up by Unwanted Order, a little bit scary. A tiny bit scary here. But at least it will disappear right now. And we do see where Ento is. Ento's going to be able to vault over. I'm going to bring the bees back here once again. But once again, what is this area? This area is... Hey, that's a nice dodge. This area is pretty bad for Naiad. So, we vault over. Ento is a bit farther away than top. Yeah, Ento is a bit farther away than top. But do you know what? Do you know what I say to this? I say we sell. I say we just sell that off. I say you can full chair rescue here. I really say you can full chair rescue. There's really no point. You don't need to rescue. You only need a one-man escape to win. So like for as long as I can remember, all what we need is Nerisu keep decoding. And you know what? Worst case scenario, if abnormal, okay, maybe we do have to rescue now. Okay, now we have to rescue. Now it's a bit more different. Yeah, now it's a bit more different because of that after half. But we do have to wait a little bit as well. Let's wait. Let's wait. Right. So here's two problems. Problem number one now is Dacho needs to go in towards where the chair is to perform the rescue, because you want that 20-second extra tie turn out just to guarantee the 2-man endgame. If we're being realistic, that's what we should be aiming for right now, and that's why Dacho is coming to rescue. If, on the other hand, we did an abnormal right there, it would have been really good for fast survivor. But even so, I don't think this changes much. I'm gonna be able to see. Ooh, okay, no damage rescue is really bad. I know that we want to play for chair camp, but Wilding isn't playing around with you today, and that last cipher is basically done. Wilding at the exit gate and Wilding at Moon Gate. Anti goes towards Anti goes towards where? Anti goes towards Factory Gate. That's one gate each. If you chase after Anti, goodbye Dachu. If you chase after Wilding, goodbye Nerisu. So with that cipher machine being open here. Yeah. With that cipher machine being open, that's Dacho currently being chased. He does have board though. You need to remember he does have board. It's only 30-second cooldown unless you've hit the board twice. And right now, what are we looking for? Right now, we are looking for Dacho. So that just means Anti is going to be able to get out. You've abnormal here. But like, it's really what we talked about before as well, right? Regardless of whether you have normal or not, when there is accelerated decoding, when the game has proceeded, or your abnormal actually goes down. Abnormal is useless endgame, unless they're camping the last cipher, and you're cherry near the last cipher, and there's no other cipher machines being decoded. Then it's useful. But in our case scenario, Wilding got out. GG's. Wow, that's guaranteed time. Moving on.